During President Trump's first days in office, he signed several executive orders, one of which allowed ICE officers to make arrests at churches, hospitals, and schools. Over the weekend, we saw the new policies take effect on a grand scale. According to the Department of Homeland Security and the DEA, nearly 1,000 people were arrested. Immigration actions were reported in Illinois, California, Texas, Georgia, Colorado, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Border Czar Tom Homan says they are prioritizing, quote, criminal aliens, but the Democratic governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, says they're also targeting those whose only crime was entering the U.S. illegally. Locally, the Detroit field offices for Homeland Security and ICE posted on X that agents are, quote, working to apprehend immigration violators in Michigan and Ohio. We have heard and seen your concerns and questions about these new policies, especially when it comes to the students at school. Tonight, we have team coverage looking at school policies changes in immigration laws, and we clarify what ICE agents are and are not allowed to do. I am live at the administration building for West Michigan's largest school district. A meeting is set to be held at 5:30 tonight in the next hour with Grand Rapids public school leaders. Now, recently, the district sent a letter to families explaining what would happen if immigration officers show up at school. Our Darren Bauer breaks it down.
On Friday, Grand Rapids Public Schools sent this letter telling parents that the district is a safe place for all scholars. How it will respond if immigration officials arrive at school is something many people want to know.
We want to do everything we can to support our community, support our families.
With President Trump's executive order allowing immigration officers to enter places of worship in schools, many GRPS parents are concerned about how the district will handle this new order.
In response to those conversations that we've heard, the conversations that we've been a part of, we've met with our community partners, we've met with families, we've met with our staff, and all in response, that feedback we're hearing, working to provide that information for them.
The letter sent to parents outlines how school employees will respond if ICE arrives at school. Employees are instructed to tell the officer they need to stay in the school office. They will not be permitted to share any information with the officers and to immediately contact the district legal team, public safety, and school security. School leaders and staff will receive additional training to better understand GRPS protocols. Along with these protocols, the district also sent information to help deal with immigration issues.
So providing those resources, providing community partners that can then step in and help families.
The district wants to reassure parents that their facilities are safe and parents need to continue sending their kids to school.
Every child in our community has a right to an education. We're here to support our families and our scholars and also support our staff and working to give them information so that they're prepared for anything that could happen at a school.
In Grand Rapids, Darren Bauer, Fox 17 News.
Happening in just a few minutes, GRPS is holding a work session where public comment is expected to be held and school leaders will discuss their immigration policies. Our Walida Lemla joins us now with more.
Tonight, the public is expected to come out in full force tonight at the GRPS special board meeting. Officials and administration are expected to address the policies and public concerns on the immigration enforcement that has now reached here in Michigan with ICE agents reportedly in the state. The school has also provided some information both in Spanish and English to help parents with these concerns. We'll be here tonight and giving you a full update later at 10. But for now, in Grand Rapids, Walida Namna, Fox 17 News.
While GRPS is our area's largest district, we also reached out to several others to see what we could learn about different school policies. Our Julie Dunmeyer brings us more after spending the day making a lot of phone calls.
Today, I called a dozen schools all across West Michigan, asking them what they're telling families amidst a federal crackdown on immigration.
And it's Julie calling from Fox 17 News. How are you doing?
From north in Hart to down south in Kalamazoo, I called school districts asking one question.
We're working on a story today where we're calling around to a bunch of local West Michigan school districts, asking them if, in light of the recent federal crackdown on immigration, if there's any messaging that the district is sending out to parents or to students during this time.
I got few answers. Holland Public Schools tells me they have communicated with staff and have a plan in place for each building. It's all after changes at the federal level to immigration enforcement and rising concerns. I left messages with the following districts: Kentwood, Kalamazoo, Hart, Holland, Muskegon, Grand Haven, Greenville, Godfrey Lee, Ionia, Newaygo, Portage, and Rockford. Obviously, there are too many schools in West Michigan to call everyone, but we tried to call a variety of districts in different locations and of different sizes. Most of the time, I got this.
Finished recording. You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Julie Dunmeyer, Fox 17 News.
There's a lot of uncertainty right now. We get that. We've seen your discussions on social media expressing confusion about these new policies. Our Michael Martin breaks down what has changed legally, what has remained the same, and how West Michigan families may be impacted.
Some info out there is inaccurate. It's a divisive issue surrounded by a whole lot of emotion. Experts I spoke to today say the laws, for the most part, haven't changed. What has changed, the way that they're being enforced. Most importantly, people still have rights guaranteed by our Constitution, regardless of their citizenship status.
We have constitutional rights. They still exist, even in this very confusing environment.
Under a second Trump administration, immigration has become an immediate and visible focus.
They're going after what amounts to be a different approach. They're trying to do all these mass raids.
Using expedited removals.
They're going to places that they did not go before, like schools, hospitals. They're taking people out of jails, which they were always able to do.
These aggressive approaches don't afford agents carte blanche to do whatever they want, according to Jeffrey Swartz, attorney at Cooley Law School.
There is a probable cause requirement to seize people for whom you don't have a warrant.
Swartz adds, to enter a business, school, church, agents must also have a legally compliant warrant. If they don't have a warrant or they don't have direct probable cause, that there's something immediate that needs to be addressed, you are safe.
You should be free to go. It's really kind of that simple.
There are also Homeland Security administrative subpoenas, which require 3 days advance notice.
Request to see the warrant and then verify that it's signed by a judge. Make sure that the company's name is accurate. If folks don't present the warrant, then yeah, you can say, I want to speak to my, legal counsel.
Former federal prosecutor Jeffrey Swartz believes mistakes will inevitably be made, leaving courts to shape how agencies can proceed in the near future.
Somewhere down the line, there will be a reckoning with some of these people who have a lawful status but don't walk around with it in their pocket because they're afraid they're going to lose it, but they have it at home.
As we've mentioned, the ICE office in Detroit said as of today, they are actively out in the streets picking up, quote, immigration violators. We have links on our website to the latest information from Homeland Security and a database that will tell you if someone you know has been detained by the federal agency. Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.
We have continuing coverage tonight of the ongoing immigration crackdown. Coming up at 5:30, we're going to take a closer look at the arrests and raids happening all over the country.
And Samantha, we've had extensive coverage on this so far in our 5 o'clock hour, but today you've also talked with community leaders who could be or have already been affected by all of this. What have they told you?
Ultimately, everyone says they want a bipartisan approach to this. It is a broken system, and they also are reluctant to speaking on it because they do not want to come across as antagonistic. There's got to be a better way, essentially. These are people that love America. They have come from places of chaos, and they came to the U.S. to look for more stability, and so they treasure the U.S. as home. And raids are nothing new, right? We've covered them. I mean, they're a part of history. So it's not that the raid is something new, but it doesn't mean it doesn't still cause disarray, chaos, and trauma. So ultimately, though, people I spoke to today, they want to be a part of a solution.
And you've covered this personally in the past, all around the country, from Colorado down to the U.S.-Mexico border. Is there a distinction between what we're seeing now and what has been covered in the past so far?
I think the biggest difference on just today is that people really just want to find a solution. It's truly hoping for a resolution, a smoother process that doesn't break families apart, break communities apart. So there is a deep appreciation for life in America, the American system, who they voted for as president. And yeah, it's ultimately just, can we do better as a society? We don't want to add to the flames of this ongoing problem. That is what people have shared with me today, and I do think that's a tone change from what I've seen in the past.
Yeah, still more to come on this for sure, and our coverage isn't over with tonight at all. But for now, Samantha Mesa, thank you so much for handling our coverage from the field. Thank you.